What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? DoctorDDub here, and welcome back to FarmFolks. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a little bit more of the island, because there's actually quite a bit more to it. And you'll notice, we are in free camera mode, which is actually in the game. All you have to do is press tilde, which on most keyboards should be to the left of your enter button. And then up in the top left there, you can see control tilde toggles the HUD on and off, which is kind of cool. It actually doesn't work because there isn't technically HUD yet, I guess. It's all just placeholder stuff. And then control tab debugs messages, blah, blah, blah. But tab up there is spectator mode. So once that turns green, you can fly around and go wherever. So we're going to go outside the boundaries, which is totally doable, and explore Soft Shoal. I can't go any faster than this, and we're likely to see some very unfinished stuff, but this is so cool. So cool. So it looks like we might have a space for a cave over here or something. Maybe in the future. Caves haven't been added yet. If you'll take a look at the FarmFolks Trello, caves should be added for... Ooh, can we go underwater? We can. There's nothing under here, but it's cool. Guys, we're breaking the game right now, and it's amazing. Do we have waves, though? We have a tide. Or not tide, it's actually waves. That's so cool. But yeah, these mountains, 100% unfinished. Actually, everything beyond the walls is guaranteed to be unfinished. Oh, this is cool. And this giant vertical stretch of whatever the heck that is. Looks like we've got a cool little bridge over here. Oh, this is so cool. I'm guessing this is one of the world hotspots, I think is what it was called on their Trello page. Those kind of areas you have to build to unlock more stuff. I'm going to assume that this bridge is going to be out when you first start, and you'll have to repair it to gain access to this. I don't know what this is, but we've got a house up here. Which, can we go inside? We can't even go inside. So we've got a room on the left. A little open area. Obviously not furnished yet. And if we go up the stairs, we can go up to this little loft area. And then we can just go right through it. Because we're spectators. This is so awesome. Alright, I kind of want to go around the entire perimeter first. Look at these cliffs, guys. This is nuts. Oh, man. And yeah, obviously the vertical rock texture, it looks like they just took a normal rock texture and then just stretched it real far. So that will all be changing for sure. But I love the verticality of these cliffs. And I'm sorry we can't go any faster. But it's kind of not meant to be here anyway. Even though it's totally in-game and we have the ability to do it in-game. And you can go do this yourself if you want as well. Like I said, just press tilde and then tab, and you can fly around. And look at the size of this place. So our farm is back down that direction. You can kind of see a weird looking line in the middle of the screen, like dead center. That's kind of to the right of our farm, and you can actually see our farmhouse from here. That's so cool. I don't imagine we're going to see much, but I just am doing this more for the world itself than... you know, the little nooks and crannies we'll find. But I'm loving the water. There's like a river that flows all the way through. That's the river that kind of is the bounds for our house. And then that's the waterfall. And then that area is where you spawn. But, oh my gosh. Guys, there's cows. I don't know if you can actually get them in-game currently. They say you can, but... Oh, hi, guys. How's it going? Look at the cows. Oh, this is so cool. We're totally finding areas we're not supposed to, and this is amazing. There's a little stall. Ooh, I wonder if this is Della's place. If Della stands here, and this is where you approach her to buy animals. There's a house. There's animals outside. Obviously, unfinished work, and this looks like a identical interior with a little bit of a walkway right here. This portion right there wasn't in the other place. I don't know why, even with the ability to go through walls, I feel the need to use the door. Okay, there's so much more to explore. This place is so large. Definitely gonna need a mount at some point. That will be a much welcomed upgrade. There's a part of me, well, let me back up. I really like a sense of progression in video games, so I really hope you start out without a mount and have to work for it and have to travel on foot and slightly grow to hate how long it takes to get places before you gain access to a mount. Because that makes you, at least in my opinion, appreciate a mount so much more. Because you know the pain and the struggle of just walking everywhere. Who do we think this place is going to be? I don't know. And the doors don't even fit the... Oh, like I said, guys, you can see it up at the top. It's the pre-alpha demo. Ooh, and it looks like we've got our mine entrance. Like I said, caves will be coming in the April update, or at least that's the plan according to the Trello board. Oh, and we can... This is awesome. This is so cool. So broken looking, but so cool. Oh my gosh. I just got a little teary-eyed with that excitement, guys. I'm just so freaking excited to play this. And this world, even in this incredibly unpolished state, looks so freaking nice. Because obviously the rock textures are going to change, but just the shape of the world, I would imagine, is roughly there. And even with this rough assets, or these rough assets, and this rough terrain, it still looks so good. Like, and this place is freaking huge. I don't know if we'll see any sandy beaches. Right now it looks like they've got 2 textures, rock and grass, in the game. I'm sure we'll see more variation when it comes to the heavily wooded forests and stuff. Oh, and as weird as this sounds, I like that texture pop-in. You guys can see the grass is popping in as we go. Not that I enjoy texture pop-in, but if any of you have watched any of my other content revolving around games made in Unity, especially the forest, you'll hear me complain all the time about the lovely, as I call it, the Unity render ring, because there is a perfect circle. This is updating in sort of like a block fashion, which I almost actually prefer than a crisp circle around the player that you can clearly tell as stuff gets updated. It's kind of nuts. Oh my gosh. Oh, but I guess I can cover a couple other things. I am currently playing on the newest build. I am recording this literally minutes after the build went live. This is around 8 p.m. on Wednesday, April 3rd. A new build just went live. They're not numbering the builds. Each build has FarmFolks Pre-Alpha Demo March, even though we're in April, as the title. They are getting updated, and I am cataloging them all, so I will be able to return to old builds of the game at some point to, you know, do like a comparison. Okay, this is starting to get into more unfinished territory, I think. This almost looks like it should be and might eventually be a river, just based on its shape, the way it flows, the way it splits off into multiple, the way that this one looks like it might end up being a waterfall. Yeah, this is definitely an unfinished river. That's totally going to be a waterfall. It'll drop off and do that. Oh, also, I found a cool little trick, and this might break... Actually, no, I won't do it during camera mode because it might take us out of camera mode. But you can make the game look absolutely terrible if you want. I'm not going to do it right now because, like I just said, it might take me out of camera mode. But yes, this is confirmation that this will be watered because you can see a portion of the texture of the waterfalls. That's cool. Guys, this is just insane. If my mental map of this place is accurate, we've maybe gone around half of the island. Or I'm totally backward and home is straight in front of us, and then that's the building we started. Okay, so yeah, it's off in the distance there, but that is our house. And then we headed that direction. So I thought we were back that direction a little bit. And then those are the cows, I think. You can actually see them from here. They're so tiny, but they're there. That's awesome. And then, yes, we do have waterfalls. Oh my gosh, look at this. Is this grass? It is. It just looks very strange from that height. This is cool. Is this going to be a giant lake? Waterfall going down. The land is roughly the same. Well, no, it's lower over here. That's all kind of sloped up like it could totally be a lake. There's trees in it right now. But judging by this thing right here, I doubt this is going to be a plateau. This feels very much like a little island. And there's water beneath it. So maybe that's an indication. Just kidding. There's water underneath the entire world. Which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is going to be my guess that this is going to be a lake of some sort. I say lake of some sort. Lakes of all kinds are still lakes. I don't know what I'm meaning by that. Oh, this is just so cool. Like I said, I don't expect us to find much more of anything of interest. Maybe another building, maybe not. But this area looks a little bit more unpolished than the rest of it, seeing as how we have... Oh my gosh, we're back at the farm. Cool. Or at least the playable area. But yeah, this area is definitely much more finished out. You saw the rest of it didn't have like any trees. The geometry was much more roughed out. This is a lot more not polished. Well, no, it's a lot more polished. Is it completely polished? Absolutely not. But is it more polished? Yes. And then we've got our sandy beaches over here, which look just so nice. So nice. This is where we'll be doing some derp fishing. That is actually a thing. Not maybe derp fishing, but fishing for derp fish. These guys are freaking adorable, and I love them, and I want them in my life. And there's been plenty of them in trailers and whatnot, but obviously not in game yet. We have chickens, and that's it. What is this? Why is that so... Okay, and then right about here is where the unfinishedness starts, and everything just gets flat and textureless, and just, it honestly looks really cool. But don't expect it to look like this when it's done, obviously. Oh, man, this is so cool. This place is huge. So huge. And like I said, traveling on foot at first is going to make this just feel so much bigger. Once you get a mount, it really makes things feel smaller. But just for perspective, let's kind of get up high here. So you've got the farm. Right where that path intersects is where you start. You turn around and you can see the ocean behind you. And then you've got that body of water. So this is actually a decent playable area. Like, I know the map's massive, but that's a totally playable area. I do want to kind of head this direction. I don't think we checked this bridge out. Not that it matters, it's a bridge. But maybe that's where some of the screenshots were taken with the Alola and stuff. I don't know. It's possible. And look at that. That is actually a rock bridge. I was commenting about it being a rock bridge. There's path on one side leading to path on another side. And then another sign right there. So maybe that'll be directional signage to something or other. Oh, but guys, this looks so good. Or it has the potential to look so good, I guess is what I should be saying. And then the cascading waterfalls drops once, twice, thrice, and then a final fourth time. Going back to the farm? Or back to the area near the farm. Oh my goodness though, guys. It's just so cool. Hey guys, Doc from the future here, and quick interjection. So I was tipped off by the same guy who tipped me off about this whole trick in the first place, Rackenbaum. Again, thanks to him. I'm currently here looking at some trees underwater. So that's a thing. Also, I have found a way. Of course, after I've done all this, you can use the scroll wheel to adjust your speed to super speed, and it's kind of awesome. But there's this area over here, which is crazy looking. And also we kind of have a map edge. You can go past it with the camera, but I don't know if this is going to be anything in the game or if this is just the dev team practicing their textures and cliffs, or if they're going to make underwater volcanoes, or what's going on. But regardless, it looks kind of cool. All right, though, I think that's where I'm going to... Well, no, there are a couple other things. So that was kind of the tour portion of this. If we get out of spectator mode, welcome back, everyone. There's a couple new things in this build. So let's grab tools, I guess, first, just so we can kind of demonstrate this a little bit. Grab all our tools, and you'll notice as we run by stuff, this is a temporary thing, or maybe not temporary, but experimental is the word that was used. They added an item highlight, which I like if you're wanting it there, like if you want to see what you're in range of to interact with, it's kind of nice. But if you're just going for an immersive stroll through the forest, that's impossible to do now because it's no longer immersive. And that's just a little bit of feedback on my end. If there was a way to turn it on or off or make it only, I don't know, like be able to right click and hold to have it appear or something as you're using that tool, and maybe only highlight the items of that tool. So like with the watering can, it wouldn't do anything. But if I switch to my axe, which I haven't even picked up yet, it would only highlight the trees. And then if I switch to my scythe, it would only highlight the flowers, which flowers now give you, I need to do stuff, sunflower seeds. They appear as, let me hide that, by the way. They appear as actual sunflowers. They're sunflower seeds, and they like to fly. So if you get just in range of one, and then back away and don't pick it up, it floats, which is lovely. It's kind of cool, though. Just like being able to ride chickens. For those that didn't catch my stream last night, you can ride chickens, and it's freaking awesome. And they then take control of the camera, which is very strange. Oh, and I mentioned I was going to show you guys this. If you decide that you don't like the color of FarmFolks and that there's just not enough green in the world for you, you can go ahead and hit F5. Probably should have gave people a heads up for that. And it turns everything green and kind of highlights the assets, like the areas. So the trees are composed of a bunch of different planes, which is kind of cool. And the player character is nearly invisible. But then the ferns, you can really tell the most. They're composed of a bunch of different little ferns. And then the weird looking leaf things that are on the trees are also their own asset. It's kind of cool. And then you press F4 to get rid of it for those that are curious. And again, tilde brings up the menu that does all this stuff, which is kind of cool. Ooh, and it shows where chickens are. Animal Controller 4BP Chicken C144. Maybe we should name a chicken that. Totally kidding. Quests are also now able to be saved, or at least so I've been told. I haven't tested it for myself, but apparently not only your inventory and your shells, but also your quests can now get saved. So if you progress the quest with Ravendar Nishima, it will remember that progression, assuming you don't get a fatal crash that loses all your stuff. But I haven't played around in this build that much. I haven't gotten one yet. I have noticed that when doing things, you get an error up in the top left that says error C log or something like that, instead of just straight up crashing your game, which is kind of nice. And then the only other update I have noticed in this is we now have upgrade paths for our hoe, trowel, and watering can, in addition to our axe and pickaxe. The hoe, trowel, and watering can upgrades require oak wood, oak wood, oak wood, and each require a mega onion, exclamation mark. And then for their hoe, or for their tier 3 variants, they also require maple wood, which I'm assuming are the thin oak wood trees, So you've got your birchwood trees, which are these guys. These smaller ones only give 3 birch. The large ones give 5. And then these thicker ones are your oak wood. And then I don't know if I can find any real quick. But basically they're the... yes, here's one. And then I think these are the maple woods. These skinny ones. They look kind of similarly textured to the oak woods, but they're the skinny one. I believe those are the maple. I actually haven't progressed further, oh my gosh, far enough into the game to be able to tell. Because I kept getting crashes. Like I said, I haven't messed around in this build too much. But anyway, that does it for the lovely little camera trick you guys can do and explore the island for yourselves if you want to find any nooks and crannies. And if you guys do find anything really cool, if you want, it'd be cool if you joined my Discord and shared them, because I am just excited to see what's out there if people find something that I didn't. I would love to see it. So feel free to pass that along or post it in the, I believe it's called Player Screenshots channel on the FarmFolks Discord, which I'll have linked in the description below if you guys are curious. Post them there. Just share your findings with the community. People are having a blast with just the limited content there is in this game and having so much fun with it. So I hope you guys are too. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's world tour / update video. I might do one of these with each update, just kind of going over the changes, real informal, like nothing too crazy. So if that's something that interests you guys, let me know, and I'll try to cover everything I can. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I will see you guys next time, which will hopefully be real soon with more FarmFolks content, because like I said, I'm going to play the crap out of this. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. And until then, as always, take care.